Travel.
This segment sponsored by Deizshel Setzer, the mortgage queen.
The Mortgage Queen is back with us today. Now, we've had a lot of discussions about purchasing a home, but what about those who already own one?
Dee is here to give us some tips. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. All right, just give it to us. What are some things that we should know?
Well, one thing you should know is never get complacent with making that payment. You buy a house, you make your payment month after month faithfully without thought. You need to really realize that after you make 6 payments each time, you need to have your mortgage reevaluated.
Wow.
Okay.
They don't tell us that. And the reason why you want to have it reevaluated, because as you know, interest rates change on a daily basis. And when they change that much, you could stand the benefit of paying a lower payment. Who wouldn't want to?
Right, exactly.
So every 6 months you can just come back, go back to your lender, or
Yeah,
how
you
do
should
do
come
it?
to me.
Okay.
Because if your lender didn't share this information with you, let's put it this way. The bank is not your friend.
Right.
Okay.
They're not going to call you up and say there's a lower payment available. They just don't. They make their money off of you paying a higher rate. They're not going to, there's no advantage to them to lower your rate.
Right.
So how that works is we need to understand that all the money for all loans comes from the federal government. I don't care if they opened up the bank called McDonald's or Target, the money comes from the federal government.
Okay, are there any other important benefits that we might be overlooking?
Yes. One thing that you may want to realize, not only do you need to have your mortgage evaluated every 6 months, you need to kind of harness the power of home ownership. Because what happens to a lot of us is, again, we make the mortgage payment monthly, but then we get inundated. We go buy new furniture, we go buy a brand new car, we go buy new beds, we send our kids off to college. And when we do those things, we're steadily borrowing money in most cases in order to get those things accomplished. Your home will provide you the lowest interest rate for utilizing money. So when I say harness the power, what I mean is, for instance, I don't know about you guys, but I have a kid in college, and the student loan rate for the parental loan was like 12%. Well, do you know that you can get that money if your house appraised for it? You can get that money for below 5% from the federal government. Why pay 12 when you can get it for 5?
Right. That makes sense.
And the same thing is in terms of car loans. We're not thinking, so a lot of times, because we have owned homes and we have credit cards, some of us are still paying above 7% interest rate on a car. Well, let's think about it. 7 or 5. You want to use the power of your house, the money, the equity, the untouched money that you can't see, to lower your payments. The same thing with credit cards. We have American Express, 29%, Capital One, 28%, Lowe's, 27%, even Target is 25%. That's a lot. That's paying a quarter in every dollar. When you can consolidate your debt if you need money to pay off those high interest credit cards, and the rate is going to be under 5%. So you win all the way around when you use the power of owning your home to leverage outstanding debt.
It's a good way to think about it. You have a program that can allow someone to miss 1 or 2 mortgage payments. Tell us about that.
Sure. There are things that we don't know. If in fact, most people don't know what type of loan they have. Let me say that. People say, they say, I have a mortgage. I go, what type of loan? They say, it's a mortgage. And I go, I get it, but it's 3 types. It's FHA, conventional, and VA. For an FHA loan, you do not need an appraisal. But as long as the rate is lower than what you have right now, and that's why it's important to call me, you are eligible to not have an appraisal and skip a mortgage payment and pay a lower monthly payment forevermore. For a VA loan, no appraisal. So you're not taking any money out of your pocket in order to get the benefit of having a lower payment, but you get to skip 2 mortgage payments. So what I'm telling everybody out there that's listening, if you own a home and your interest rate is 5%, 4.75% or higher, you really need to contact me so that we can get you a lower monthly payment for every more. And you don't need an appraisal. The only time you need an appraisal would be in the cases if you wanted to extract cash.
And that all makes sense. You have so much more information on your website. How can we contact you?
Sure, you can reach me at 443-929-7772. You can go to my website, which is mymortgagequeen.com. You can always text me. You can even email me at mymortgagequeen1.com.
Very good. Thank you so
really
much
are
for
the
joining
mortgage
us.
queen. Thank you.